Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a slip stitch. Now, before we actually start with the physical demonstrations, I want to give you a little bit of a brief overview of what the stitch is. It's more of a technique. So first thing you're going to notice is going to be listed as SLST for slip stitch. So that's what it's going to be abbreviated as. And as far as the symbol itself, if you're going to see it on the paper, it's just going to be a little dot. So that's all you're going to see. So as if you recall in other trainings we had, let's give you an example for a chain, CH, that's going to be the little oval. So that's what that would be. But a slip stitch is just the little period. And the reason why I'm showing that here, because I want to actually show you an example, and I'm going to demonstrate this with you too in just a few moments with the hook and yarn, but I wanted to show you an example of, say, for instance, if we were to do, say, 10 chains and we slip stitch into the round. So we're going to make a little circle here. So I'm going to show you if this makes sense here in just a second. So we're going to say, we're going to do 10. So just do 10 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now just imagine this was our pattern. Again, it shouldn't have been circles, it should have been ovals, but my drawing isn't the best. So what's going to happen right here is after you finish your 10 chain, it's going to tell you to slip stitch into the very first. So that's what it would look like. So right here would be where you'd actually get the little slip stitch symbols. So these would all be chain symbols. So you'd have 10 chains, and then it tells you to slip stitch, and that means to slip stitch into the very first spot. So hopefully that makes sense. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and dive in, and I'm going to show you how to actually do the slip stitch. So what I want to show you here before we actually do the slip stitch is I'm going to show you my swatch that I have here. And the reason why is because I want to show you and explain to you the slip stitch is actually the shortest of all stitches. This is our basic swatch here, and what I have here is 3 single crochets, 2 half doubles, 2 doubles, and 3 treble crochets. And the reason why I'm showing you that because I want you to realize the slip stitch is actually the shortest. And when I say shortest, like when you look at a single crochet, you have to chain 1 to make a single crochet. For a half double, you chain 2, and then double, chain 3, treble, you chain 4. So I want you to know that because now when I show you with the slip stitch, you'll see exactly what it looks like and why we actually use it. And I'll give you some case scenarios too. So this particular swatch that I have here, this is made up of a single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 1, and then I'm going to go into my first V, yarn over, pull through. I'm actually single crocheting here because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to do a few of these first. So I'll do one more. So you see the process, the single crochet, pull through, have two on your loops, yarn over, and then pull through 2. So I'm doing this for a reason because I'm going to show you now to do a slip stitch. It's almost identical except for the last part you don't do the yarn over. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you also the little V shape that we have on top. So your option is whatever you do, just be consistent. You can either go through both of them, you can go through the back, or you can go through both of them. I prefer to go through both, so I'm going to go underneath both of that little V shape right there. And then you're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through. Now this part, what makes it different than a single crochet is you're not yarning over. You're just going straight through and pulling this through. So that's a slip stitch. So I'm actually going to do a couple more. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through. And then instead of yarning over, I'm just going to go pull this straight through. So that's another slip stitch. I'm going to do another one. And then we'll pull through. And then what I'm going to do here is actually I'm going to now single crochet because I want you to see the difference of what it does. So I'm going to go ahead and yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And the reason why I'm doing this because I want you to see, sometimes you'll see in a pattern, it's going to tell you to slip stitch over to a certain row or a certain chain, because what you're doing is you're actually just moving. You don't have to use a slip stitch necessarily just to connect something. You can actually use it to also like to move over from one section to another one. Let me take this out here for a second. So as you notice, if you look on the stitch here, I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little closer. That's probably the best I can do. You see how this is the chain single crochet. So I chained 3 of them and it went up 1. And if you notice how it went down here, so it actually took a dive. So it went down. So this is how you would actually move over to a couple spots. So I did 3 slip stitches, and then I just went ahead and did 3 more or 4 more single crochets. So that's why you see the little bump there. So sometimes what you'll see is it'll tell you that you need to go from here. You need a slip stitch all the way to the 9th or 10th, depending on what the pattern tells you. That's how you would slip stitch it. Again, you see how the height difference, how it has a little dip, and then it goes back up because I went from go into the smallest slip stitch, which is the smallest height, all the way up to 1 chain there. So now I'm going to actually show you something else pretty cool. So now that you understand how to do that part, I'm going to show you how to do we're going to chain 4. We're going to do, actually I'm going to use a different yarn here. I'm going to show you when you see a pattern. Usually this is with making a circle, so I'm going to show you here in just a second. Let's say we're going to chain 4 and we're going to slip stitch to form a circle. All right, so get this out of the way. Open. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 4. 4. Actually, 5 is fine. The more I do, it doesn't matter, because I want you to see what the ring looks like when you close it up. So let's just say we're here. So we got this stitch now. You see, I have my chain. So when they tell you to slip stitch to form a circle, this is what you can see in a lot of patterns, like if you're making like a beanie or something like that, or you're trying to form a circle. All they're telling you to do is they're going to tell you to just go ahead and slip stitch into this portion here, like right in front of your slip knot. So in this case here, what you would do is just take your hook, put it through. Again, like I said before, you can have different methods. If you want to go through the top, you can go through the bottom or go through both. I like to just go through the top. We'll pull that through. Crochet this just like we do the single crochet, except we're not pulling through, we're not doing another yarn over. So just take this one and we're going to pull it through, and that is how you form your circle. So now here is my circle. So that is how you create a slip stitch and you go into the circle, create the round. Now that you've seen this slip stitch in action, it's your time to try it. So I also wanted to let you know, if you're new around here, be sure to check out our other videos, because we got a lot of cool crochet tips and tutorials for you. And also, there's a lot of goodies in the description below. So be sure to check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out this next video we have here.